Tonight on NewsLink Indiana, the Student Government Association inaugurated its new executive slate today. We will hear from one of the new SGA executives.
And the spin zone is no more. Bill O'Reilly is out at Fox News amid sexual assault allegations. We'll tell you what the network is doing to fill his primetime time slot.
And we've had above average temperatures the past few days, but I'm going to talk a cool down. I'll let you know when. NewsLink Indiana starts now.
Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Good evening and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Tony Sandlaven.
And I'm Brittany Ehrman. Thanks for joining us. Today was inauguration day for the Ball State Student Government Association. The event took place at the Ball State Student Center in Cardinal Hall and featured guest faculty speakers, including Interim President Terry King. Student senators for the 2017-2018 school year were sworn in, followed by the swearing in of Optic, the SGA's new executive slate. Optic's Kaya Thompson spoke with NewsLink Indiana about her emotions after being sworn in as the new SGA treasurer.
It's excitement. We're a very excited and passionate team to be ready to work and do our best for the student, our student body and student government. So I'm just really excited. It's like, wow, this is happening. It's really a dream come true kind of thing.
Optic took the place of former executive slate Summit.
The Indiana government could be looking deeper into school districts with financial troubles once the 2017 session ends. Today, the Indiana Senate passed a resolution that asked the General Assembly to create a summer committee that will be monitoring school debt across Indiana. The idea stemmed from objection to Senate Bill 567, the bill that would allow for a government takeover of MUNCIE community schools. That bill has gotten lawmakers to look at other school districts not in the bill that may eventually need help from the state government. The creation of the committee will be up to the Democratic and Republican caucus leaders. The study is aimed at creating criteria for districts to follow in order to avoid a government takeover.
A Muncie man has been accused of selling meth to undercover informants of the Muncie Police Narcotics Unit. 41-year-old Toma Lee Wright was arrested yesterday and preliminary charged with 2 counts of dealing in meth, possession of meth, maintaining a common nuisance, and possession of marijuana. The MPD Narcotics Unit and SWAT team raided Wright's home, seizing meth, marijuana, a set of digital scales, and a .22 caliber handgun with a silencer.
An officer with the Ball Memorial Hospital Police Department was killed yesterday in a Hamilton County motorcycle accident. According to investigators, 26-year-old Curtis Gwaltney of Anderson was traveling eastbound on Strawtown Avenue when his motorcycle veered off the road and traveled several hundred feet through a field. Police were called to the scene shortly after 3 p.m. where Gwaltney was pronounced dead. Investigators say he was wearing a helmet but suffered, quote, severe trauma. Toxicology tests have been ordered, as is standard in traffic accidents involving death or serious injury. Anyone with information regarding the incident should contact the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office at 317-773-1872.
A Delaware County inmate died yesterday as a result of apparent suicide. 51-year-old Jennifer Fowler was pronounced dead after being taken to Ball Memorial Hospital via ambulance shortly after 3 p.m. Deputy Coroner Clarence Brooks said Fowler appeared to have tried to hang herself with an article of clothing. An autopsy today confirmed the likely cause of death was asphyxiation, but the formal finding won't be made until toxicology tests are completed. Fowler was in prison for violating her probation following 3 felony drug charges. And Aaron Hernandez's death marks one of the most dramatic falls from grace by an athlete in recent memory.
The 27-year-old former NFL star was found hanged in his Massachusetts prison cell this morning, just days after he was acquitted in a double murder case. Gene Caceres reports.
This all began at 3:05 this morning when prison officials found Aaron Hernandez unresponsive in his cell at the correctional institution in Shirley, Massachusetts. He had taken a bed sheet and hanged himself, attaching it to his cell window. What's unusual is that he had also, prison officials tell us, stacked things up against the door so as to impede anyone from getting inside. But they did. They immediately began resuscitation techniques while summoning emergency medical personnel. Aaron Hernandez was transported to the University of Massachusetts, and at 4:07 a.m. he was pronounced dead. Now, on Friday, it was a very big day for Aaron Hernandez. He was actually found not guilty in a double murder. He was emotional in court. He was ecstatic. He was appreciative. His attorney said that they are appealing his current conviction in the murder of Odin Lloyd and that there were high hopes to have that case overturned. But today was also the day the New England Patriots were going to Washington, D.C. to meet with President Trump in regard to their Super Bowl victory. Aaron Hernandez would still be on that team, but for all the things that have happened to him, and he remained in a prison cell in Massachusetts. Jean Casares, CNN, New York.
Primetime host at Fox News Bill O'Reilly has been forced out of his position. The company announced today after disclosure of settlements involving sexual harassment allegations against him. O'Reilly and Fox reached settlements with 5 women, which has totaled to about $13 million. Since then, they have lost over 50 advertisers, and women's rights groups have called for him to leave the show. 21st Century Fox, the parent company to Fox News, said in a statement, after a thorough and careful review of the allegations, the company and Bill O'Reilly have agreed that Bill O'Reilly will not be returning to the Fox News channel. O'Reilly has been a popular commentator for almost 2 decades. Tucker Carlson will take over his slot on the 8 p.m. hour, while The Five, a political roundtable, will move from the afternoon to 9 p.m. So a lot of changes we're seeing with Fox News. Megyn Kelly's gone. Now Bill O'Reilly's gone.
So many changes.
Changes coming in the temperatures as well. We've had some very inconsistent temps the last couple of days.
It's been good, but we know how Indiana weather can be. So, Kaylee, are these temperatures here to stay?
Brittany and Tony, we are going to be seeing a brief cool down this weekend before we start to see temperatures ramp back up into the 70s. But right now, a live view here on McKinley Avenue. A beautiful evening tonight, currently sitting at 70 degrees with calm winds, still making it feel pretty muggy outside all across the state. 73 in Indianapolis, 66 in Kokomo, 65 in Fort Wayne. Well, they saw some rain showers earlier this afternoon here on current radar, seeing those rain showers move through and those clouds sticking around for a little bit this evening, but we're going to be talking about some more scattered rain chances, a brief weekend cool down, and sunny skies will return. I'll let you know when, coming up in my full forecast.
All right, thank you, Kaylee. After the break, find out what stigma is attached to the month of April and how some students are trying to change that.
And we'll tell you what award-winning poet was on campus this week. All this and more right after the break.
Oh!
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
So I've come up with the family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Researchers say that the month of April has a strong tie to violence.
And today on Ball State's campus, students got a chance to work to break that connection. NewsLink Indiana reporter Brittany Carlin has the story.
April is a month full of violence, and because of this, students can come out to the Student Center and create one of these circles to tell people what they think peace means to them.
Peace means accepting we are all fragile, we all have our good qualities, we all have our feet of clay, and recognizing the humanity in each person and not judging them.
Christina Sattery is the Ball State art professor that came up with this idea. One of the students who helped with this project was Ashley Bainey.
Well, I thought it'd be a really awesome experience to be able to not only design and do what I love with other people as a team, but also to be able to promote peace in something that I think this community is really needing.
Many people participated in this event by expressing their thoughts about peace on paper.
I wrote an eyeball. I wrote the meaning of peace the way I understand peace. Because peace is when people are happy and there's no harm upon them.
I just wrote Veterans for Peace, VFP number 160 in Vietnam. That's the group that I belong to.
This project shows that everybody looks at peace differently. And by bringing all of these ideas together, people can have a new appreciation for what peace really means. In Muncie, Brittany Carlin, NewsLink, Indiana.
The peace event is also tomorrow in Bracken Library from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. All right, and Ball State students also got a chance to hear from a Pulitzer Prize-winning poet.
That's right, and NewsLink Indiana's Ben Safarbi has the details on how the presentation impacted the audience.
On Tuesday evening, Ball State University students here in the Art and Journalism building were treated to a reading by Pulitzer Prize-winning poet Tyehimba Jess in his collection of poems, Olio.
Jess, an associate professor of English at Staten Island, recently won the Pulitzer Prize for the book, where he showcases his interest in the history of American blues, work songs, and church hymns.
I was really interested in the histories of African American creatives before the dawn of the age of recording.
Jess believes his poetry holds more than entertainment value to the students in attendance.
They got a chance to see and enjoy poetry and history at the same time, and that they got hopefully inspired to write their own work.
Megan Schillerliff, a sophomore English literature major and project manager for the event, explained why Jess visiting campus was important, especially students in her field.
I think it's a really cool experience to hear professional readers come to the school and show that you can be successful within English, because a lot of times people don't think that you will be able to succeed, and so to see someone like Jess, who is a Pulitzer Prize winner, come and show everything he's done and everything he's accomplished, it kind of reinforces that you can be successful within the humanities.
Jess emphasized the importance of poetry in 2017, and the art form isn't going anywhere.
As long as there is song, there will be poems. As long as there is art, as long as there's human consciousness, there will be poems.
In Muncie, Ben Safarbi, NewsLink, Indiana.
Now, Jess wouldn't say if he planned on publishing more poetry on the topic and couldn't comment on any new projects in the future. Well, a very nice day outside, but I hear we could be expecting some colder weather this weekend. Kaylee, what can we expect coming up?
Yeah, definitely some cooler temperatures for the weekend and some rain showers. I'm talking that more after the break.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike,
Donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Well, guys, you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. So unfortunately, we don't want to see those showers, but they're on the way, right, Kaylee?
Yeah, hopefully we can have more May flowers, I guess, right?
Yes, yes, but we are going to be seeing a few of those rain showers. We saw a few of those move through this afternoon, but we are going to be seeing a little bit more of that scattered chance here in Muncie more tomorrow. Current radar from the past few hours, we did see a few of these rain showers move out of our area, leaving a few of those clouds, but it's going to set up for a beautiful evening. Current temperatures across the state, 73 in Indianapolis, 70 in Muncie. Cooler temperatures towards the north, 66 in Muncie, 65 in Fort Wayne. They did see a few of those rain showers move through, cooling those temperatures just a little bit from 24 hours ago. Kokomo, 3 degrees cooler, Fort Wayne 2, as well as Muncie. And you can start to see this blue here. That's that cool air moving through as we're going to start to see this low pressure system move throughout our area. But for tonight, expect a low of 64 degrees with mostly clear skies. South-southwest winds at around 11 miles per hour tonight. This will start to fuel those rain showers that we're going to be seeing as we're getting that southerly wind throughout our area, bringing a lot of that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. But current wind gusts, and we're going to be seeing those wind gusts get a little hefty this evening, starting at 8 a.m. around 14 miles per hour here in Muncie, 25 mile per hour wind gusts in Kokomo. And as we move throughout the afternoon, staying steady from around 20 to 22 miles per hour throughout our viewing area, 22 in Portland, 22 in Muncie, and 23 mile per hour wind gusts in Marion. Now, those are going to continue for around 15 to 20 miles per hour throughout the rest of Thursday, and we're going to still be seeing those above average temperatures as well. 79 here in Muncie, 80 in Indianapolis, 75 in Kokomo, and 74 degrees your high in Lafayette for tomorrow. Now, we're normally around 63 degrees as a high for this time of year, so definitely well above average, but we're going to be getting down to those average temperatures in just a few days. Now, if you're heading out to the Pacers game tomorrow, game 3 against Cleveland, you may want to grab the rain jacket out the door. We're seeing scattered rain chances and thunderstorms possible throughout the evening. By 7 p.m. of tip-off, we're going to see 70 degrees, and as we continue throughout the evening, around 66 degrees by 10 p.m. So when you're heading out from Banker's Life, you may want to grab that umbrella. Let's track these rain chances hour by hour, stopping here at around 2 p.m., seeing a few of those rain showers just west of our viewing area, but those will continue to move throughout our area throughout the next few hours, stopping here at 7 p.m., seeing mostly scattered showers around Muncie, but those will start to clear out and we'll set up for a beautiful sunny day, but cooler for Friday. So for Friday, your high around 60 degrees before we take a major cool down on Saturday of 50 degrees as we see our second rain system start to move through for game 4 in Indianapolis for those Pacers. And we're going to start to clear up though around Sunday afternoon, a high of 64 degrees, 64 degrees on Monday as well with those sunny skies. We're going to see sunny the next week. So we're seeing 73 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday, a high of 78 degrees. So we're going to dip down a little bit this weekend before we get back up to average and then above average as we start to see the middle of next week.
All right, so more rain, but we'll take it. Thanks, Kaylee, for that update. And Josh, what can we expect in sports?
Well, it's going to be tough for the men's golf team to play in the rain, but hopefully that'll miss them over there in Columbus. But before we get to the golf team, men's volleyball is in Columbus, Ohio right now, and they took on the Ohio State Buckeyes. But first, the women's soccer team will play host to the Puerto Rican national team. All of this when we come back to NewsLink Indiana.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
This is NewsLink Indiana Sports, presented by The Haven.
And welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Josh Shelton with your sports news. Ball State's men's volleyball team is in Columbus, Ohio, looking to upset second-ranked Ohio State in the MIVA semifinals. The 11th-ranked Cardinals have yet to win a set against the Buckeyes this year. However, that stat changed after the Cardinals trailed the Buckeyes 2-0. They came back and won 2 sets in a row, forcing a fifth and final set against the second-best team in the nation. The late-game surge came behind freshman Blake Reardon's 14 kills and sophomore Adam Wessel's 16 digs. The Cardinals hung with Ohio State all the way until the end, basically matching them point for point in set 5. It wouldn't be enough, though, as the Buckeyes pulled away at the very end, winning the final set 15-13, eliminating the Cardinals from the tournament. Ball State's women's soccer team is hosting the Puerto Rican women's national team Saturday in the spring season finale. This is the 4th time in 5 years that the Cardinals have hosted a women's national team. They hosted the Haiti national team from 2013 to 2015. Ball State won twice and tied once in the 3 years they hosted Haiti's women's soccer team. The Cardinals are coming off their second straight MAC championship, finishing the 2016 season with a 14-3-3 overall record. Head coach Craig Roberts also serves as one of Puerto Rico's assistant coaches and likes the challenge a national team provides.
When I'm coaching with Puerto Rico, it's going to be a new challenge. I've only just recently taken over that position, but obviously being able to compete against other national teams, it causes us to have to expand our knowledge on the tactical aspect of the game. Obviously the players are very detailed, they're the best in their countries, and so therefore the level of tactics and performances usually are going to be a lot greater than what you see at the collegiate level.
I think the biggest difference would be the level of talent and the speed of play. I think when you go to a national team, you have, I think, higher expectations because your ability is going to be probably, in my opinion, would be a lot better than probably a college team. But I think another difference would be college teams play more together, so possibly a college team has that as an advantage versus a national team.
And good luck to the women as they take on Puerto Rico. Ball State's men's golf team prepares for one last tournament before the MAC championships as they travel to Columbus, Ohio. A scorecard error found after the initial results were announced stripped the Cardinals of their first place finish last weekend. But the weekend was highlighted by junior Michael Vandeventer's first place overall finish. Ball State will be missing Keegan McKinney, who suffered a season-ending injury the weekend before the tournament. Head coach Mike Fleck likes where his team is at right now and just wants consistent play down the stretch. As for Vandeventers, last weekend's performance gave both him and his team plenty of confidence.
I hope that we can keep playing good team golf. That's the goal, and trying to get 4 or 5 guys on the same page at the same time, and playing well together is what we're trying to do.
It shows us that we can perform when we need to. We were down 6 shots going into today, and we really had to count on everybody. So a lot of confidence and things that we can build off of for sure.
And good luck to the golf team and the women's soccer team this weekend, and a tough loss for the volleyball team. It looked like they were going to come back and win it at the end, but they have a promising season for the next couple of years.
All right, Josh, well, thank you very much, and definitely good to see some progress there in Ball State athletics. Coming up, the star of a popular Netflix show is set to host the Tonys. We'll tell you who coming up next.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
What's up, guys? I'm Katie Parker with everything happening in the entertainment industry today. Well, first up, it's been quite a year for Serena Williams. In late December last year, Williams revealed her engagement to the social network's co-founder, Alexis Ohanian. Back in January, she beat her sister Venus Williams to win the women's singles match at the 2017 Australian Open, and a Snapchat posted by Williams Wednesday showed her baby bump in a yellow swimsuit with a caption that read 20 weeks. That's right, Serena Williams is pregnant. The couple hasn't commented on the photo regarding her baby bump, but the couple has been posting pictures together while vacationing in Tulum, Mexico. Next up, it's been announced that Kevin Spacey will take the stage at Radio City Music Hall for his first time as a host at the Tony Awards. The House of Cards star, who won a Tony Award in 1991 for his performance in Lost in Yonkers, announced the news on Tuesday. He was the 15th choice to host this year's Tony Awards and is nothing less than excited that his career is going in the right direction. James Corden hosted the award show last year and has brought in the most viewers for the show since 2001. The 71st Annual Tony Awards will be aired on June 11th on CBS. And last up, a thirsty intruder was arrested Monday at Drake's Southern California home. The woman who broke into the rapper's house apparently only drank his water and soda. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department says deputies from the Malibu Police Station arrested 24-year-old Mesha Collins inside the artist's home. Authorities found Collins inside a locked room with water bottles and soda cans from the house, but there was no evidence that she damaged or stole anything else. Collins is being held on a $100,000 bail and has a court date set for Wednesday morning. And that's all I've got for you in entertainment tonight. Once again, I'm Katie Parker. Back to you.
All right, some interesting stories in entertainment tonight. Thanks, Katie. All right, so let's take one last look at weather.
Yeah, guys, we're going to have one more pretty above average day, 79 degrees for tomorrow with a 90% chance of those scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. Seeing a brief cool down for Friday, a high of 60 degrees with those mostly cloudy skies before yet another rain system moves through for Saturday, where we're going to get pretty low below average at around 50 degrees. Normal highs are in the mid 60s, so definitely going to see a bit of a cool up, but you can see that warm warm-ups start to come as well.
All right, Kaylee, very excited for the beginning of next week. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 6 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a wonderful night.